Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to the final race of the Amateur League as we come back and play some more Gran Turismo 3, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, where we had a really close call with blowing the perfect record inside of this challenge on the test course of all things. I did not expect that at all, but it was arguably the most fun that I will ever have on that track. It was just it was such a bizarre thing, you know, where we were basically just fighting for our lives from start to finish. I mean, even doing that, like doing that qualifier lap, I really think is what actually won the race for us, because if we would have started that thing from the very back, I don't know if we would have ever made it up to the front, just the way that was generally going. Oh, we gotta do this backwards? Ah, I hate doing this track backwards. It's so much tougher. Just because there are a couple of turns that I'm not really familiar with how they're, you know, with how they're supposed to, you know, go. I've always had an issue doing the inner workings of this. But we'll be alright. We've had a couple of times when we've done this race and we've done really well. And then we get to the final lap, and I end up slamming into a wall, and I end up shitting the bed. And I'd rather, you know, not shit the bed. I'd like to keep my sheets clean, if at all possible here. We just have to remember, we've got 7 laps here. We just have to pace ourselves. That's the important factor here. And undoubtedly, that LM is going to hit the pits at some point, even if I don't. And that's part of the reason why I'm happy I took those slick tires, because the integrity of our tires will hold up for quite a while. We may never even have to, you know, go in at all, because it's going to take at least about a lap and a half for these things to warm up and be in just like regular ass shape. Oh no 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 no! Ah! God damn it! That turn right there, and now we're down by 10 seconds. Not what I was looking for. I mean, he's gonna do it. They're gonna go into the pits at some point, so we will make up a lot of time with that. It just depends on when's it gonna happen. Well, you know, while we're trying to create a heroic comeback here, I guess I can tell you a story about how my fiance and I almost got in a car accident yesterday because somebody's a total dick on the freeway, and I hate driving on the freeway sometimes. So, yesterday, she's taking me to work, and I was getting ready to get out of the car when my dad comes storming out. He's like, hey, before you drop him off, I've got a task to ask if you guys are both, you know, if neither one of you have. Obviously, I know you have the time because I'm making you do it, but you know, if you both want to go, I'm going to send you down to Eugene, so that you guys can pick up an order. Because we've got an order of a bunch of bulk things that need to be packaged and distributed between the 2 stores. So if you guys want, I'll let you guys go on a road trip and go pick it up. And so we're like, tight, I'm down. I'd love for half of my work shift to be, you know, just having a little road trip. That's fucking awesome. So he writes out the check for us to go pick up the stuff at the Glory Bee, you know, natural foods like distribution plant thing in Eugene, where we pick up a lot of our, you know, bulk food items, spices, all of our, you know, raw honey and all that stuff. And so you know, we go down there, and we were trying to make it back in a window of about 2 hours, 2.5 hours tops, because we had to pick up Preston from school at 3 o'clock. And so we're like, all right, if we can get down there in an hour, get back in an hour, we'll have, you know, about a window of 45 minutes to deal with that. So we're like, all right, well, let's jump on the freeway. I'm sure it'll be no big deal. Get on the freeway, and the traffic is just awful. I mean, it was terrible. There's so many cars, just so fucking slow. And so, okay, well, there's one break in the action here. Now we just got to catch up with this guy. I mean, we've already taken about, I don't know, 9-8 seconds off of his lead. So I'm feeling pretty good about our ability to, you know, catch up with him in the next 4 laps here. And so we end up getting there, I don't know, about in an hour and 20 minutes. We took the back way after we got to Albany, just because the freeway wasn't going anywhere. So we took the back way, and on the way, just because it's out in, like, you know, out in the boondocks, it's all, you know, country, and you know, there's so many like old houses and stuff. This has nothing to do with the story. I'm just talking while we're going, because the story, I could have been done with it in 2 minutes. But might as well create a landscape here while we're catching up. But we're driving out in the middle of the country here, and there's all these fucking super old houses that all look like they could have been in, like, good quality, you know, 80s slasher movies and, you know, like haunted home movies, because they just had just this super eerie look. And I don't know what it is with these types of houses, but they are always 2-story houses, and they're always painted white, and the paint is always like chipping off of them. That's like what's happening with these things. And every single time you drive by one of them, you're just like, I guarantee you there's some bodies in the basement in there. There's no fucking way. It's either that or there's like a shed or a barn somewhere nearby out there, and you know, there's like some sort of weird like torture chamber in there, or they were using it as like some sort of, you know, weird kid prison, that they, you know, abducted somebody and had them living in there for 15 years or something, and now they're completely insane, and this race is over. We have now put this to bed promptly, so we are good to go for the remainder. As long as I don't do something hilariously stupid, but I don't think that we will. But yeah, there's all these fucking scary ass things. So we get down there and we pick up all of our good stuff, and we're coming back. And we decide for this, we're going to take the back way and go see all the haunted shit again. You know, see the homemade, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre home that just, yeesh, where they're serving you fucking beef stew that the beef is all people. And then we get on the freeway and we're trying to jet back because now we're running out of time. And so we're driving in the fast lane, just minding our own business, you know, going probably a good 75, 80 miles an hour. So we're already going faster than the average people are going, but we're following the flow of traffic, no big deal. And we're just sitting there, you know, talking, listening to the radio, and then all of a sudden, she just, like, freaks out. Like, only for, like, a second. She ends up hitting the turn signal and flying into the middle lane real quick, and she just goes, "Whoa!" And it caught me off guard because I wasn't paying attention. I was like, "Whoa, what happened? What happened?" And she's like, "Look really quick in the other lane." And there's this car, no shit, just comes flying by, going like a solid 100 miles an hour probably. And it's a guy in, you know, like this pickup truck. And we see as he's driving by, he's not even fucking paying attention at all. Like, he's basically just going like this. He's just kind of like looking down at the floor almost. Like, he was awake. Like, it's not like he, you know, passed out at the wheel or something and he was about to cause like some crazy, you know, Matrix Reloaded freeway car pileup, you know, things flying around like they had that metal stake that pushes into the ground and flips the car over, sort of thing. So it's not like he was, you know, not coherent, but it's just like he wasn't even fucking paying attention. Like, just no part of him was even looking at the road at all. And she's just like, if I wouldn't have gotten out of that lane, that guy would have just plowed into me. He just didn't even look at all, and he's going almost 30 miles an hour faster, and so he would have just slammed right into the back of our fucking car. And what's worse is we weren't even driving my car. We were driving my mom's car. She let us take it so that we wouldn't rack up too many miles on mine because, you know, I'm leasing it. And so it would have been, not only would it have been A, we get in a wreck on the freeway, which is arguably the worst place to do it. 2, neither one of us are insured on that car. And 3, it's on the freeway, and it would have been just this fucking massive pileup that would have been certain doom for somebody, and you know, having it be us would have been the worst, especially because, you know, she's carrying my baby, and I don't want to lose either one of them, nor do I want to lose myself. So, oh god. And so after, you know, we you know, after we watch him go tearing by, we start monitoring what he's doing, because he's still just going crazy, and the freeway's super busy. And we notice that he is just doing like some crazy Olympic slalom grade bullshit out there, where he's just weaving in and out of lanes, still probably going a solid 85 miles an hour, and he's not using his turn signal for any of this shit. I mean, he's just going vroom, vroom, and like, these are really small gaps that he's trying to, you know, maneuver through, and we're just like, he's gonna fucking kill somebody. He's absolutely gonna murder somebody the way that this is going along. Like, this is really not tight. And she's like, is he using his turn signal for any of these? And I'm like, no. He's just straight up just doing whatever the fuck comes natural right now. I mean, I can't say too much, because when I was in high school, I totally used to drive like that. But I wouldn't do that at 85 miles an hour. I would at least, you know, I would at least have the frame of mind and the cojones to not be a living, breathing version of a fucking penis face. And I would at least, you know, use my turn signals, and I'd at least slow down a little bit. But I'd at least give people warning that, hey, you know, I am going to cut over 2 lanes of traffic really quickly, but at least I'm going to let you know, instead of just, you know, accelerating and going 85 miles an hour right in your face and just throwing my car into your fucking life without giving you any form of warning at all. So, yeah, it was a creepy thing. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. That's how that turn is executed. And then I fuck it up. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? One more lap and we're done with the Amateur League. I almost called it the American League, because what comes afterwards is the National League. Dun 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 dun. You know what I can't wait for? I'm gonna be going to work like directly after this race is done, because it's you know, 9:40 and I gotta be there in 20 minutes. But totally gonna get a shaved ice today. I need it. I need sugar. Sugar. I need sugar. In water. Hey, Edgar. Your skin's hanging off your bones. Yeah! Is that better? Fucking Vincent D'Onofrio, man. That guy just plays the shit out of that role in Men in Black. It really took me a long time to realize that's who that was. Just because, I don't know, maybe it's just because it was a long time ago and it's him with hair, which is always kind of an astonishing thing these days, because he's bald in pretty much everything else now. Alright, move on. I totally just had something else that I was going to talk about, and it slipped my mind, and now I forgot. And it's bothering me. Actually, you know what? No, I can talk about this really quick. It was actually kind of a funny comment that I saw on a YouTube video this morning, because it's so, like, against the grain of what I remember when I was a kid. But there's a YouTuber that I follow, and her name's not coming up to me at the moment, and I feel bad for not remembering. But she makes great videos, and she's, you know, I've kind of been following her kind of in the background. I don't get to watch her videos all the time, but I've been kind of, you know, keeping tabs on how her page is growing over the past couple of years kind of in the background, and she's, you know, getting close to 1 million subscribers. I think she's really getting up there. And I mean, you're always gonna get, especially when you have a really popular channel like that, you're always gonna get, you know, people that are gonna have troll comments and such. Even for my channel, as small as it is, I get troll comments every once in a while, but you kind of get numb to it. But this is like the classic one that, you know, from people that don't really pay attention in gaming, or, you know, people that just are like, ah, you're a gamer, who fucking cares about you? It was somebody that left a comment that says, you're a grown adult and you're playing children's games for a living. Like, how do you feel good about your life? And, you know, and so just on that merit alone, it's like, really, you're making fun of somebody for doing something that they really enjoy doing? But her response to it was so great. She's like, I went to college and I got, like, this degree and this degree for, you know, for these 2 different things, and I'm doing something that I love doing, and the money that I'm making from it is better than what I would have made for both you know, for both of those, you know, using both of those degrees for jobs. And so, you know, what's the big deal? And it's like, don't rag on somebody because they're doing something that they enjoy doing. So what if it just so happens to be gaming, you know? And she's like, the funnier thing is when she took a snapshot of the comment and put it up along with her response, and she's like, you know what the funniest part about this was? I went to that person's profile afterwards, and the person that left a comment was a middle school kid. And the thing that's funny about that to me is when I was in middle school, I wanted nothing more than as a kid to be able to play video games as a job and make good money out of it. Woo! Oh, look at that! Damn, that car is sexy. Oh man, I love RX-7s. Those things are so good looking. And it's red. Oh man, I love it. Oh, we get another thing. Simulation mode amateur complete. Yes! Oh, double prizes! We got the Oreca Viper! Oh, my heart. My heart. I feel it. I feel it deep down in my kanji. What? Oh wait, no, it doesn't. It does the credits every time we do this, doesn't it? We don't need that. Oh my god, we just got 2 super high value cars. This is awesome. Oh, let me go look at it. Let me look at you. But yeah, just to close this out really quick, because I got to get to work in a minute. When I was a kid, I wanted nothing more than to be able to play video games and get paid for it, and be able to do that, you know, virtually every day of my life. And it's just so weird that there are kids at the middle school age that are just totally ragging on that. That's just so bizarre, you know? Ooh, look at that. 572 horsepower. I guarantee you I can do more with that, and I'll probably get it up in the 800s area. So, I can't wait to use that. Because we're going into the professional league where, you know, using cars like this is going to be basically a must, I'm pretty sure. And then, oh, give me the pork fat. Yeah, baby. Oh, I love it. It's gorgeous. That is one of my favorite cars ever. And now I have one. This makes me just inordinately happy. So, with that, we can probably get rid of that guy now, I'll bet you. I'm not really going to deal with getting rid of cars so much at the moment. We'll fiddle around with it later. Game status, 51.5%, 88% win ratio. I'm feeling real happy about that. Almost at 2,700 miles total as far as that being driven. We're going to save the game right here, and when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, we're either going to do some rally races or we're going to just jump headfirst into the professional league. Or endurance race. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching. We are equipped for the future, and I will see you guys next time. Off to work. So, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.